Hello there, this is Dorleen. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be working on a layout using this is the story of our family scrapbooking kit, or what's left over of it. So I've had this kit for many years. I've used some of it, but I still have a lot left. I'm a little determined to use as much of it as possible, and you'll see me do that. So I knew I wanted a 4-inch strip of this paper on the side. Now on the back side there are those cutout cards, so I did take a peek to see which ones I thought I wouldn't use, so I knew which side of the paper to cut off on. So I did that. And then the nice thing about working with the scrapbooking kit is all the papers and all the embellishments coordinate with each other. So this piece I wanted to look like it's spanning up and down the entire page, but instead of cutting an actual 9 by, probably 10-inch strip, I cut a 9 by 4-inch and then cut those into two 2-inch strips. So you'll see how I do that when I adhere it, and you're going to kind of get a general idea of what I'm doing right now. So when you split that the piece that's going to be covered, you don't need to use an entire piece of paper because again it's going to be covered. So once I cut this one down, and this is approximately 10 inches by like 10 or excuse me, not 10, 7. So you see there how I'm using those bands. I'm just lining them up to where they should be, just to look like they are peeking out, and it is a full piece of paper. So that's a great way to save paper, especially if you have a piece of pattern paper that you absolutely love and you want to save as much as possible. Now technically I'm trying to use up this kit, so I probably should have just used the entire piece of paper of that the one with the words on it, but it's the paper saver in me, right? So, but the one thing to be careful is you do want to make sure that it's lined up. So I did use my T-square ruler for that, and I'm just like placing that middle section on the bottom, on top of the strip, so I know exactly how far down to do that second strip. And I don't know about you, but I'm using this T-square ruler, and I don't care what I'm using. I never feel like my papers are ever straight. But you know what? This one actually felt straight. Now, to tell you if I put the picture and embellishments down straight, that's a whole other story. I don't know if I'm the only one that has that problem. So all of the papers, embellishments I use for this scrapbook, layout, are from that kit, with the exception of that brown cardstock base and also this off-white paper that I'm using to mat the photos. Now both the brown cardstock and the off-white, I think it's natural, for the photo mat are from cutcardstock.com. So I'll have all this information on my blog. So any, well, first of all, close-ups of the finished layout, all the product names that I used will be listed on my blog, which will be, you can find the link down in the information box. I try to put as much information as I can in the information box, but to me it's just easier to put all that information on my blog. So click on over there and take a peek at all the details. So right now I'm just really playing with the embellishments. There's a lot. Again, my thought is to use as many as possible without really overwhelming the photo. That's the way I scrapbook. I really concentrate on the photos, which technically is what we should be doing, correct? I love seeing all those super busy, super fun, loaded with embellishments and mixed media and et cetera, layouts. But most of the time, I'm not even looking at the photos. Now, of course, most of the time I don't know those people, so maybe that's why. But I also think I just get distracted by all the other stuff that's going on. So I really try to concentrate on using photos. This is an unusual layout for me because I usually do more than one photo. But for this event, this reunion that we had, we really just took the group photos. I didn't take a lot of individual ones. But anyhow, so I focus on the photos, and then I want to use my stuff. So there's a reason why our our craft rooms or our craft areas are loaded with supplies because we love them. So if we love them, let's use them. So I play around with the embellishments a lot, and you saw me peeling off. So most of those embellishments are chipboard embellishments, and I didn't want that bulk, so I peeled off the chipboard part so they laid flat. I think there was a couple of little ones that I just couldn't get a good grip on, but that's fine. Little bits are fine. But I love the way this looks. I don't think the embellishments overwhelmed the layout because I kept them in like a diagonal area. I didn't just have them scattered everywhere. So really the focus is still on the photo, but those embellishments are doing just what they're supposed to be doing, embellishing the layouts. So anyhow, so I decide to put a journaling box over there on the side, and I just grabbed, this is just a scrap piece that was left over from that natural cardstock, hand drew the lines, and then wrote my journaling. So once I adhered that on, I kind of thought it just looked kind of plain. So if you saw earlier, I think I pointed it out, and I will point it out later, is remember those cutaway cards or those 3x4 cards in the back of that paper? I really like that circle right there, kind of like a little branding stamp. So I just fussy cut that out, and then I'll put that over on the right side of the journaling. I don't think it takes away anything, but it does add a little bit. So I hope you like this video, and if you do, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. You can also hit the notification bell to be notified of my layouts. I do at least 2 posts a week. One will always be scrapbooking, and the other is whatever it is I'm creating in the command center, which is the name of my blog and also my craft room. But I hope you do like this, and if you do, like I said, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment if you have any questions. Make sure you click on over to my blog, and thanks again for watching. Bye.